simply by editing more videos, I've naturally improved over time. However, there have been some specific moments where I felt like I leveled up significantly and more effectively. I'm going to list out a few now, so hopefully they help you too. The power of keyboard shortcuts. Keyboard shortcuts are a game changer when it comes to editing, so if you're still at the stage where you use the mouse clicks to do most of the work, I implore you to stop and start learning keyboard shortcuts. A good way to think about learning keyboard shortcuts is that if it takes you more than 1 or 2 actions to do something, there's probably a way to do it in just one press of a key. If you want to learn what shortcuts to use and what keys to use, that's up to you. And there's loads of tutorials on YouTube showcasing you how and what to use. It's actually not too important what keys you use, as it's mostly personal preference, and whatever you pick as your shortcut, you'll get used to. The important thing is simply that you use keyboard shortcuts. The process of learning keyboard shortcuts is a little bit like playing a video game. When you first start, you have to think about where X is before you jump. Then you locate it and you press it and then you jump. But now you don't even need to think about it, you just instinctively press the right button to get the character to jump. It's the same with editing. If I take cutting for example, to start with, I might think about how I'm going to cut the clip, select the razor tool, then click where I want to make the cut, click again to make another cut, delete the footage I want to take out, then drag the clips together. Now I just press K to make a cut, then I use Q and W to trim the clip, and that's it. At this point, it's just become muscle memory. It may seem like that's not a big difference, but if you think about the compounding effect of reducing an action from 30 seconds to 2 seconds, it's obvious that keyboard shortcuts will save you so much time. And trust me, when it comes to editing, saving time is the most valuable skill. YouTube tutorials. So far, all of the technical knowledge I've acquired as a video editor have come from YouTube. You already know how useful YouTube is, and it's no different with video editing. It's an unlimited resource that's growing every day, and I've yet to even scratch the surface of what I can learn in this field. However, in its unlimited nature, it kind of acts as a double-edged sword, because how do you know what you should learn and in what order? Well, my view is that you shouldn't start with the tutorials. Instead, start with what you actually want to do. Let's say you want to make a short-form content clip from a podcast and put captions over the whole video. In this case, you should start by watching a tutorial on making simple cuts, one on how to change the orientation of the video to a vertical format, and one on creating captions. This way, everything you learn you'll actually use. Think of it like this: you don't know every word in the dictionary, but you know enough to speak the language, and it's the same with video editing. You only need to know enough to make the videos that you actually want to make. The great thing as well is that everything gets stored into your inventory of editing skills that you can use whenever you need it, and all these skills become cemented over time the more you use them. The Copycat Method. I, like you, watch a lot of YouTube videos. Every now and then I'll see an edit or part of an edit that will really catch my attention. When that happens, I'll download the video and I'll put it into Premiere. Then I'll look at it frame by frame to see what the editor actually did. It's kind of like watching a magic trick being done in slow motion. Then I'll try to copy it exactly so I learn how to do what they did. This isn't simply so that I can steal someone's idea, but more so that I can learn the techniques used and implement them in my own way. I hope that these ideas are useful for you, and I just wanted to remind you that the most important thing to improve your skills as a video editor is to simply keep making videos.